So today I will discuss the moment distribution of a portal frame. So while I will discuss the moment distribution of portal frame, the frame may deflect from its initial position due to the horizontal load. This displacement is occurring due to this horizontal force, and this phenomena is called sway of the frame. Okay, while it is moving towards right side, this displacement occurring due to this force and this deformation is called sway of the frame. If any frame structure having so while you are applying P load at a eccentricity y, if you see what is the moment is generating at B, that will be anti-clockwise. So reaction moment will be in clockwise direction. Reaction moment will be in clockwise direction. So MAB will be clockwise direction and MBA will be clockwise direction. So we will add these two moment, that is MAB plus MBA plus moment of forces on AB about BA, that means plus P into Y. Okay, this will be divided by H1. This will give you the horizontal reaction at A support. Similarly at D support, MCD plus MDC, that means MCD, the moment at D, that is MDC, and the moment at C, that is MCD, plus moment of forces on CD about C. Moment of forces on CD, this is CD column. So moment of forces will be calculated about C joint. So this Q force is acting in this direction, and if you take the moment, it will produce a clockwise moment. So you have to count this clockwise moment, that is Y into Q. So this will be plus Q into Y. Okay, so in this way you can calculate the HD, that is MCD plus MDC plus moment of forces on CD about C divided by H2. The leg height is H2 and here the leg height is H1. So calculated H1 and HA and HD, that is horizontal support at A and D support. Okay, now we will calculate vertical reaction VA and VB, that is vertical reaction at A is VA and vertical reaction at D is VD. Okay, so vertical reaction at VA equals to minus of MBC, that means moment B towards C, plus MCB, the moments from C towards B, plus moment of forces on BC about C. That means W into this distance is, suppose this is B, suppose this is A. So moment of forces means W1 into B about C. So this moment you have to count. So this is nothing but anti-clockwise. We will write here minus W1 into B. This moment is anti-clockwise about C joint. This moment is anti-clockwise. So you will write W1 into B divided by BC length. You have to put it here. Similarly, we can calculate the vertical reaction at D, that is VD equals to MBC, B moment from B towards C, plus MCB, moment at C towards B, plus moment of forces on BC about B, that means W1 into A. About B you have to take the moment, so W1 into A, it is producing a clockwise moment, so plus W1 into A divided by BC length. Okay, so in this way we have calculated the support reaction horizontal and vertical at support A, HA and VA, at support D we have HD and VD. Depending upon the sign convention, you have to mark the direction of forces. Suppose HA you found, suppose HA you found 10 kilonewton. Okay, so this is positive, so it will be from left to right. Suppose HD you got minus 10, this is negative, so you have to mark this is from right to left within bracket. Okay, similarly VA, if you get VA equals to positive 10, so it will be in upward direction, mark in bracket. If you get VD minus 10 kilonewton, it will be downward, so you have to mark this within bracket, downward arrow, and here upward arrow. So in this way you can calculate, and always you mark the direction, that is VA if it is positive, upward direction, VD if it is negative, downward direction, HA if it is positive, from left to right, and HD if it is negative, from right to left. You have to remember, you have to mark this sign convention. So let's start a numerical problem, then your concept will be clear. Analyze the portal frame given here. A portal frame is subjected to 6 kilonewton load at a distance 1 meter from B in right hand side from left to right, and also 6 kilonewton load from right to left at a distance 1 meter from C. And beam is subjected to 20 kilonewton per meter UDL throughout the span BC. A, B, C, D is a portal frame. The moment of inertia of AB is I, moment of inertia of BC is 2I, and moment of inertia of DC is I. Okay, so first step is we will calculate the fixed end moment. So let's start calculation of fixed end moment MAB, MBA, MBC, MCB, MCD and MDC. So P A B square by L square. Put the value, P is 6, A is 3. You are calculating moment from A to B towards B, A towards B. So A is 3, B is 1, that is 1 square, and L square, that means 4 square. We got minus 1.12 kilonewton meter. Now you calculate MBA, put the same, it will be negative and it will be positive. Okay, because the reacting moment at AB, it is anti-clockwise, that means in this direction, but at B the reacting moment is in clockwise, that is in this direction. Okay, that's why it is negative and this is positive. Okay, So plus P A square B by L square, put all the value and you will get the fixed end moment 3.37 kilonewton meter. Okay. Now MBC equals to minus square by 8, because this beam is subjected to uniformly distributed load. In case of uniformly distributed load, the fixed end moment formula is minus WL square by 12 and MCB is plus WL square by 12. So I got MBC equals to minus 6.67, same formula you use, you get MCB equals to plus 6.67 kilonewton meter. Okay. Come to CD portion, it is also subjected to 6 kilonewton load. While you are calculating MCD, this will be your A and this will be your B. So MCD equals to 6 B square by L square, you get minus 3.37 kilonewton meter, 6 A square B by L square. In both the case, A is 1 and B is 3. So you get plus 1.12 kilonewton meter. So I have found out the fixed end moment for all the members. So let's start second step, table for distribution factor. We will calculate the distribution factor for each member. Given in the question, it is IAB is to IBC is to ICD equals to 1 is to 2 is to 1. So let's assume that IAB equals to I, IBC equals to 2I and ICD equals to I. Okay. So I wrote it here. According to this data, I draw the figure. This is I, this is 2I, this is I. Okay. So first you write the joints, what are the joints are available. The intermediate joint B and C will be the joint. So if you consider B joint, it will have BA and BC member. If you consider C joint, it will have CB and CD member. So I wrote it according to the joint and member. So let's start the moment distribution table, that is step 3. So first you draw the beam. A, B, C, D are the joints is given in the portal frame, and the distribution factor we have found out 1/5, 4/5, 4/5, 1/5, and the fixed end moment we wrote here MAB, MBA, BC, CB and CD, DC. Okay, let's start first the balancing the moment and then carry over. So first you have to balance this moment and this moment. So you add this 3.37 plus negative 6.67, you will get suppose minus 3.2 something, whatever. Multiply this factor with 1/5 and 4/5. 1/5 and 4/5, you will get 0.66 and 2.64, 0.66 and 2.64. Okay, as this is negative, so you will keep it as positive. Opposite sign you have to write. So I wrote it here positive 0.66, positive 2.64. Next carry over will come. 50% of this moment will carry over to this joint. 50% of this moment will carry over to this joint, that is 1.32. During carryover the sign will be same, during balancing the moment the sign will be opposite. Always you remember this concept. Next you add these two moment, whatever you will get. Suppose 6.67 minus 3.37, you are getting 3.3. okay, so you multiply this with 4/5, multiply this with 1/5, you will get 2.64, 0.66. okay, since this is positive you have to keep it negative, so minus 2.64 I write here, minus 0.66 I write here. okay, now 50% of this moment will carry over to this joint, 50% of this moment will carry over to this joint. okay, now we are in this line, okay, in this line. So in this line we have at this point 0 moment, here minus 1.32. so again you add these two moment, whatever you will get, multiply with this factor, write it here with opposite sign, add these two moment, multiply with this factor, write it here with opposite sign. So in this way, once you are getting below 0.05, 0.04, 0.01 like that, you stop the iteration process. Always you stop the iteration process at balancing step, not in carryover. okay, so I have stopped it at balancing position. So always you stop the iteration process after balancing the moment. okay, so now you add this moment, I got negative 0.6, add all these moment, I get positive 4.44, here negative 4.44, positive 4.44, negative 4.44 and 0.6. so let's start step 4. Here we will calculate the horizontal reaction and vertical reaction. okay, so the vertical reaction at A and D will be equal because this load is vertically acting and the load is symmetric throughout the span BC. So the vertical reaction will be the total load divided by 2. So the total load is 20 into 2. UDL is 20, it is acting throughout the span over 20 meters. So 20 into 2 divided by 2. Each reaction at joint A, at support A and D will be 20 kilonewton. okay, so the horizontal reaction at A will be HA equals to, according to the formula, MAB plus MBA plus moment of force on BC about B. So MAB we calculated, this is minus 0.6, so I wrote here minus 0.6. MBA is plus 4.44, I wrote it as plus 4.44. moment of force on AB about B. So moment of force in this span about B, what will be? See here, 6 kilonewton load is working in this direction. About this point, if you take the bending moment, this force is trying to rotate this member in this direction. So this type of moment is generating due to this 6 kilonewton load, and this moment is anti-clockwise. So negative 6 into 1 will be the moment on AB about B divided by H1. H1 is 3 plus 1, that is 4. So you get HA, horizontal reaction, is minus 0.54. It is, since it is minus, so it will be in this direction. It will be in this direction, 0.54 kilonewton, right? Horizontal reaction at D will be how much? If it is acting in this direction, to be in equilibrium condition horizontally, it must be in this direction, and equal and opposite reaction should be there. So it is 0.54 kilonewton, but the direction of the force will be from left to right. Since HA is from right to left, so HD will be from left to right. Okay, so direction should be like this. Okay, now we will draw the bending moment diagram. So I told you in the last class, during the bending moment diagram you have to follow this sign convention. negative positive positive negative. Okay, left side negative positive, right side positive negative. So you consider this moment, this is negative. Okay, so this is a beam. So here we have, this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. So we have negative positive. Negative means from top, the moment BMD will start from top. Positive means it will go to top. Negative positive, this is negative positive. So from starting top, it will go in upper side. So the bending moment will be in top, again it will go in top. It will be like this. Next, negative positive, it will start from top and it will go in upper direction. So as the moment is same, so the level of the bending moment will be same. Okay, as the moment is same, so the level of the bending moment will be same. Okay, right. Now come to this pen, negative positive, negative positive. So start from top, it will go to top, and the value is 4.44 and 0.6. It will be higher moment and it will be lower moment. It will be like this. Okay, now diagram will be, as the column is subjected to point load, the bending moment diagram will be like this. This column DC, it will be like this. Since it is UDL, it will be like this. Okay, you mark the net bending moment. So this is the net bending moment. Here it is negative, here it is positive, here it is negative, here it is negative, here it is positive bending moment, here it is negative, here it is negative, this is positive, this is negative. So always you are observing that at support or at intermediate joint, negative bending moment will occur, that means hogging moment, and at span positive bending moment will occur, that means sagging moment. That means while you are drawing any continuous beam and its bending moment diagram, suppose this is a continuous beam. Okay, suppose it is UDL, subjected to UDL. Okay, so the deflected pattern will be like this. Okay, so the reflected pattern will be like this, because here is a support. So due to support, the negative bending moment will generate, and due to the UDL, positive bending moment will generate. So here it is support, so it will try to push in upward direction, and due to UDL it will go down. So this is the deflected pattern. This is the deflected pattern of the beam or elastic curve of the beam, and the bending moment diagram will be UDL. So it will be is free end moment, this is free end moment, this is free end moment, and fixed end moment. Depending upon the value, it will be like this. Okay, so here negative bending moment will occur, here positive bending moment, here negative bending moment, here negative, negative, this is positive, this is negative, this is negative, this is positive, this is negative. So at support, negative bending will occur because here it is hogging. At span, positive bending will occur because it is sagging. At support, negative bending will occur, negative bending moment. So this is negative because this is hogging, this is hogging, again this is sagging, so this is positive, again it is hogging, hogging, negative, negative, again it is sagging, so it is positive, again it is hogging, again it is negative. So in a continuous beam, at span positive bending moment will occur and at support negative bending moment will occur. Sagging means positive, hogging means negative bending moment. So according to this convention, you can draw the bending moment diagram easily.